Hey guys, long time no see, it's Rage. Today we're going to be going over a halberd champ endgame versus a regenerate champ endgame. Alright, so in this game we have anti-rush versus regen. Regen is battlecry, charge, chastis, regen. Anti-rush is charge, battlecry, chastis, stoicism. You have a champion and a halberd. Your champion is full HP. Their champion is full HP obviously because they have regen. So first off, you want to get your halberd in the center, and you want your champion to be a little bit in the back. So the first thing they do is they chastis your halberd. This is totally fine, guys. Don't worry about this if this happens. You actually kind of want this. So they chastis your halberd and move a little bit. That's totally fine. Next, you can move your champion towards or away from the halberd. I was playing a little bit more defensive, so I played my champion to the side there, putting it more behind my halberd. So here, this is where things get a little bit interesting. He tries to create a gap, and he does succeed in creating the gap, but now you're going to see that his chastis is going to be down. Now, although this is tempting, guys, I would highly recommend not weakening with the halberd, as you'll see. What you want to do here, instead of weakening the champion, because you'll be out of range if you try and weaken him, is to try and lure him into one of the corners. So as you can see, he's slowly starting to get into the corner, and it is getting closer and closer to that scenario. Now, here is the problem. You do not want to make this mistake in a game, and you're going to see exactly what happens here. So he moves down fort and ends his turn, and now you can see that my halberd cannot chastis him. And the reason why it cannot move down is because I need to move my champion down to keep my halberd coordinated with the champion. Because if my halberd ever goes out of range, then that's not going to be a good thing. So this kind of allows them to get a little bit of a break and chastis me, but that's totally fine, guys. Just keep the pursuit on. Don't lose patience. Remember, this is your winning endgame. This does win, and as you'll see shortly, you're going to be doing pretty well. So here I decided to move my champion right there, kind of forcing him to move to the corner, and it's kind of narrowing the gap between us. And as you can see, my halberd can easily catch up to him. There's no rush whatsoever. And now he's basically cornered, and I'm trying to lure him into that corner, but let's see what happens when he tries to go to the other side. This is where things get interesting. Alrighty, so he decides to go ahead and move his champion to the side and use chastis. This is totally fine, guys. So here I decide to move my champion a little bit closer. Make sure you're not in charge BC range, because that wouldn't be good. So next, you can kind of see that I'm forcing him to get hit by the halberd, and now my halberd is in range of my champion, and I can just keep hitting him. Now, he can't really use regen. Well, he can't really use anything and live anymore. It's basically game over. Because now once he gets in range to kill the halberd, I can easily battlecry and finish him off. Now all I had to do is use stoicism. He used battlecry and regenerate. He doesn't have any commands left. He tries charging away. I charge and battlecry and finish the kill. That is one method into beating the regen setup. Now another scenario that you will likely see. Alrighty, this is scenario 2. So you can see I have center control with my halberd, though it's a little bit to the side, and that's totally fine. And he decides to go ahead and chastis my halberd a little bit early. And as you can see, he's trying to run to the other side of the board, but that's totally fine. Halberds have an excellent range, guys, so don't worry too much about that. And as you can see, now I'm going to just move my champion towards him and basically prevent him from moving up any. So now he can only move to the side and down. So this is kind of like a faster way of doing it. You don't have to be defensive here, guys. You can just keep playing aggressive. Now here, as you can see, the obstacle, you can move diagonally around it without having to move extra spaces. So that's nice. And now you can see that my halberd is easily catching up to him. Next turn he's going to have chastis, and I'm going to avoid it. So this is where things get a little bit interesting, guys. He decides to go ahead and move his champion up and chastis my champion, ignoring my halberd. Now this is a winning scenario for you too, but you have to know what you need to do. This is the ultimate situation. Alright, if you will, please pause the video and try and figure out what you're going to do in this next move. Did you find it? Did you stoke the champion? That's not right. You're supposed to end your turn. After weakening the champion, end your turn. Now this may look bad because you're losing a champion, but you'll shortly see why this is an excellent way to end the game. So now, he's going to charge Battlecry and kill your champion. Now just move your halberd back one space out of range. And as you can see, he can't move back any because he's already in your range. And now he used regenerate because his champion was weakened by your halberd already, and he moves to the corner. So now it's pretty easy. Now you can just charge Battlecry and Stoicism, and now you've got the kill. This is one of the most fun ways to kill regenerate. Thank you for Dejected for allowing me to make this video with you. I thought this would be a very big eye-opener for regenerate wins and for anti-rush. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, leave a comment and favorite if you will, and leave a comment on what you want to see next. See ya.